Hello, all of you with your North Node in Scorpio. Welcome to another timeless reading for your North Node placement. I am Samara. Welcome or welcome back. If you've come across this message at this time, trust that there is something here for you. If nothing resonates with you, feel free to check out any of the other Scorpio North Node readings on this channel. I do also have my Feminist Alchemist channel where I do other types of readings, channeled messages, and the like. But on this channel, we only concern ourselves with the North Node. So your destiny, your life path, and if you want to learn more about those things, you can check out the links in the description box below. Yeah, so I was doing yoga and got called to do a reading for you, Scorpio North Node. So here we are. And I'm just going to jump right into your messages. How many cards I'm going to take for Scorpio North Node? I don't know. Let me just get your first line of cards here. There will also be, I think, where I feel something under my fingers. So which one is it? This one here. Nice. I will also be doing, depends on when you come across this video. Most of the videos on this channel are timeless these days, but I will be doing a yearly. So there's a 2024 for the year, which is coming to a close at the time that I'm doing this reading, but there'll also be 2025 readings coming out sooner than later. So let me check what we got here for you. I don't have all of the cards memorized anymore. So we have Dreaming, card 28. We have, I think this one is Connection. Yeah, Universal Connection, card 43. Then we have, I believe this is Nature. Yes, Nature is card 25. And then Goddess, yes, is card 30. So adding these numbers together, or the numbers on each card, you have a 10, 7, 7, and a 3. So what I got when I sat down and I was picking the decks for your reading was a lot of the color blue, being on the precipice of something, and there being a strong cosmic connection. I was shown very high vibrational crystals that are considered contact stones or ones of mastery. Blue apatite and azurite I was shown. So a lot of information is coming through your dreams at this time, Scorpio North Node. And what is also happening is what you are putting out into the universe is manifesting very quickly. And I feel that this word, you being on the precipice of something, is significant because it's like you're so close to being there, but you may not feel like you're that close to it because they're showing me like a spiral type of energy where there's something repeating in your cycle, but you're higher on the staircase, you're higher up in the spiral, but you're passing like a similar point in the spiral, but with more awareness and with more information and with higher consciousness, and you have grown a lot. So the trick is, do you recognize that you've grown a lot, or are you going to fall back into an old pattern? And this feeling of you being on the precipice of something really has to do with discovering something that's very true about your nature. Now, Scorpio North Node, excuse me, Scorpio North Node, you are seeking out, your soul is striving to experience some of these Scorpio attributes. The way that the astrological sign of Scorpio is characterized, interpreted. So the mystic, the mysteries, the philosophies, esoteric, intangible aspects of life. And there's something about this in your nature that you've mastered something or you're on the road to mastering something. And it's something that is heavily to do with you mastering something within yourself. Now, this may be a big lesson in self-worth. In hearing star royalty, there's a big message of understanding the nature of who you are. So, but with this dreaming card, I'm getting that a lot of messages about these particular situations that you're navigating at the moment are coming or being clarified within your dream state. But I'm also getting that you work in the astral realms while you're sleeping. So you're sleeping, your dream state is an experience of your multi-dimensional self, which if you do not feel rested when you wake up could be one of the factors at play here. I'm going to go to the next set of cards here, next deck, to see, because this was, there's someone out there needs to hear this message. And there's some timeliness associated with it. Divine Masculine. Commitment. Grace. I kind of want to take that. Balance. And soul. Okay, I'll tell you what came out off. This does not dictate your life. You have the power of choice. The first thing that came out is that you may be navigating, committing in a relationship, and you're being asked to be very aware of what you're getting yourself into. I don't mean to laugh, but be honest about who you are and who the other person is. And be honest about what it is you want. Now, divine masculine is on the table. That's fine. That doesn't mean that the person, the commitment in question is with a male. But it does have to do with being clear about the direction of your actions. It says the frequency of the divine masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. So there is an energy here of intellect and rationality overriding what your soul knows, what your spirit knows. And because at the bottom of the deck, we have strength. And I feel that there's a decision to be made to pursue a higher path. And this commitment could be devoting yourself to yourself. They're pointing me as well to number 13, which is the number of the death card in the tarot, which is a number of Scorpio, or a card that represents Scorpio. And there's also a commitment to a transformation, a commitment to a way of thinking about yourself, a commitment to a version of the world that you want to see and experience, a version of a relationship, whether it's a romantic, family, or work relationship that you want to, that you desire. And the universe desires to give it to you. And this is why they're coming to tell you that you are closer than you think. Because they don't want you to make a decision based on giving up on your bigger vision or giving up on something being possible for you. The card Grace says the frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve toward a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human essence. So there could be some ugly things going on around you. Old crap coming up to the surface. Your guides want you to know that crap is flying so that you can be rid of it, right? But it's necessary for you to make the choice to be rid of it rather than it just falling away on its own. You're at the point where you need to commit to certain things no longer affecting you, no longer playing a role in your decision making. It's also something no longer how you think about yourself, no longer what you believe about yourself. These cards are sacred geometry of relationships. And I usually use a different sacred geometry deck, which is just the general sacred geometry activations. But they wanted for you this deck that has to do with relationships, which feels to me as a signal of there's a lot of people who are not your people anymore. They can't embrace this goddess energy. Which is coming across as regardless of what gender identification you have, it comes as a powerfully intuitive energy in this reading, a powerful, intuitive force. And it's coming here with balance because you also have the divine masculine here. You're stepping into a place where your intuition will really strongly guide you. And for some of you, it's not just your intuition. You have psychic gifts opening, and you're being asked not to ignore these more subtle energies that you experience, because they are becoming louder and louder for you. And it is necessary. I'll just read the card because this is what this balance card is saying. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. So, and it feels, whenever you're seeing this, it feels urgent. There's an urgency. Now, what that means in terms of practical decisions in your life, I'm doing tarot next, so maybe we'll get there. But what that means is that your mindset, you can decide from this minute to the next minute that everything that you see and experience in your dreams and from subtler realms, things that you hear in your head, shadows that you think you see, that all of that is going to be real to you. It's going to be real, and it's going to matter. And it's going to be a concrete part of your life experience and your reality. And you're going to take it seriously. And you're going to embrace that and learn what that means and how to navigate that. You can make that decision, and everything will start to, once you've pivoted your focus in that direction, once you've decided, then everything else will follow. The universe will respond to your affirmation that this is real to me. And your soul is saying, here, I'll read the last card from this row. The energy of soul activates our connection to us, our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God, or the divine. Right. So your soul will respond. Everything will start to respond to this choice that you consciously make to allow this multidimensional reality to be your reality, right? It's not just something that happens when you're alone or you put in your back pocket and only talk about with certain people. It is going to be you. You are it. You are the wizard. You are the magician. You are the high priestess. You are the oracle, the channel, the witch, you're whatever. Maybe you have no idea what you are yet. And the label does not matter, but you are someone who's multi-layered and multifaceted and multidimensional. So let's see what the tarot has to say. What else they need to know? Scorpio North Node. We have the Death card in reverse. If I move these candles outwards, I'll have a little bit more room here. Sorry. Apologize to my goddess figurine there. Boop-a-doop-boo. All right. Then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Hanged Man. I was about to wonder if everything was in reverse. And I'm going to stick with that. And the Devil. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but that was my reaction to seeing the Devil. it's coming out as more you than anybody else, so that's fine. Okay, there's an energy of not stagnation. I'm going to say indecisiveness. There's an energy of indecisiveness or overthinking. There's something that's stalling this transformation, and I do believe that it's this devil card, which is more fear than anything else. It's something whispering in your ear that this transformation, it has negative consequences. Does it have consequences? Yes. Are some of them going to be unpleasant to the current version of yourself or the version of yourself that you understand at the moment? Yes, because there's people who don't want you to change. There are situations that are happy with you using your gifts in ways that are not fulfilling to you, because your gifts are there regardless. And your presence is a gift. But when you utilize these gifts with people and in situations that are not fitting, let's say, then you just get drained. Like your cup does not get refilled. There's not a balance of give and take. And I feel so. I wanted another card. So I'll adjust the Hanged Man first, though. Yeah, you have 3 major arcanas here and then a court card. Oh, this is the grace. They're really asking you to move with acceptance of anything that feels negative, that feels shocking, that feels. So there's no fighting to hold on to anybody or anything. They would like you not to fight to hold on. Let it be shaken loose. Let them be shaken loose. I heard, let the rotten fruit drop from the tree. Now, I don't know why they don't like some of these people or situations that are around you, but some of them, you will see the truth. You will see, let's see what's here. 10 of Wands. You will see the burden that people put on you. And you will see that, okay, if you step into this truer, higher vibrational, more favorite, closer to your favorite dream version of yourself, you will see that there will be people and groups of people who cannot support you because they can no longer, because you're freeing them yourself of the burden that is them. And you will come to recognize that people are burdening you as opposed to uplifting you. So they're giving me an example of like when you're in a job and you feel like, okay, everyone knows I'm the best at this. That's why my workload is so heavy. That's why everyone comes to me for everything, because they really respect me and they really value my work and so on and so forth. You'll find that when you free yourself and say, decide, okay, I'm done with that part of my life. I'm going on to something bigger and better, or I have a great job offer. You're going to find that people didn't necessarily put their burden on you. You didn't have a heavy workload because everyone thought you were the best at it. They thought that you would do it. Right? They knew you as someone that they can just plop their stuff on and you'll take care of it. Right? But the true respect for your efforts was not there, and the true acknowledgement of your talents were not there. So once you move to a place where money and how you're treated is in alignment with what you have to offer, you're going to see people's true colors of you were just someone that they could use. And it could be unhappy to see. I mean, obviously, but so that's why at the bottom of the deck you have this Nine of Wands. So I feel what I'm feeling here when I see this particular Nine of Wands. I really see this star above the head. The word boundaries is here. Strength again, like you had at the bottom of the other deck. And she has the one wand in her hand, like the ace. Right? And you have this Queen of Wands in reverse here, who has not taken the action yet, who is hesitant to move where she intuitively knows that she should go. And the Nine of Wands, this person is moving forward, but there's no one behind her but kind of this, well, your guides in the spirit realm. You're finding your support elsewhere. You will find your support in the subtle realms. And they want you to know that what feels to you like taking a step backwards will actually be a step forwards for you. Hence that in the beginning when I mentioned the spiral, you could feel like walking away from whatever you're going to walk away from. Is going to take you a step backwards, because everything that you've built up to now, and why hasn't it? Or, do I really want to let go of everything that I've invested energetically? Could even be financially, time-wise. They want you to know that you are not moving backwards. You are releasing weight that was keeping you from moving higher, and you're releasing clutter so that something new can come in that is more aligned. Yes, you got Mars motion, card 22. Some of you are connected to the Pleiades, Pleiadian. I always have problems with that order of letters, but that's just my the way my mouth is built. So yes, Pleiades, Pleiadian energy came in very strongly. You may connect with that. Oh, I got two more cards here. We have Descendant Invitation, card 37, and we have Imum Koli, root. Oh, it's Koli or Koli, root. I got a very obvious, very strong root chakra energy from the goddess card because of the amount of red. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have card 54, semi-square and semi-square quincunx. I have a problem pronouncing words today. And the message there is tension. So to close your reading here, Scorpio North Node, you are being called to take action at this point. And it's an inspired action. It's a fiery, inspired action, but it comes from a very intuitive place. From a very intuitive place. And you're going to put down new roots elsewhere. There's a lot of fire energy in your reading, and I feel that you are to burn some things away. Burning in your 3D reality, relationship situations, and also some of your physical attachments in terms of things that you own. Not burning literally, but getting rid of, right? But burning those bridges, leaving those things behind will open up an energy. It will make you a lot lighter. But what is happening right now at this moment is tension. Your soul is very sure, though. Your mind, I think it knows. Subconsciously, it knows. Consciously has some questions or can get into modes of doubting itself. But what's really causing the tension is these connections where the investment, the balance between give and take is not equal. And what you sacrifice in staying in those connections and situations is not worth what you get out of it. They really want me to point that out to you. And you're being called to take this sword. There's no swords in your reading, only wands and major arcana. There are some things that really need to be cut out. Parasitic is the word they're giving me. There are things that are draining your energy. So I'm going to leave it there because it feels like that's where I'm supposed to leave it. It was an emergency reading. So whenever you find this, I hope that it gives you clarity. And do go down below into the description box and check out any of the links to North Node resources. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.